Oh, chef! Okay, that was just wrong. Okay. How to fillet a trout. Very simple. Well, it might not be for some. Simple basic fillet knife. Take. And you want to cut up and away without taking off your fingertips underneath the bone. You will basically go down the spine. This is going to be harder on a small fillet. This is a brook trout. So you want to be careful. Take it right back down to the base of the tail where you clean. I'm going to flip this around for my purposes so I don't take my fingertips off. And you want to use a really sharp fillet knife. This one isn't, but just to show you that it can be done. So you're going to want to cut underneath that section of bone there, basically is what you're doing. Okay. Trim it as close as possible, because on a smaller fillet you're going to lose a lot of meat. There's not a lot to start with on these. Now simply you want to just cut right along that tail and open up I have to turn this again. Again, this is a brook trout, so it's going to be a little bit harder. I just lost a huge chunk of the flesh there, but that's okay, there's still plenty left. Alright, so then you're going to want to cut right along the spine here. And you're going to be cutting through another little section of bone that you're actually going to take out afterwards. And you simply take your knife right up along that bone edge, cut it down, and you will be cutting through that bone section that we will be taking out. Okay, so even with this dull, this is actually my backpack cooking knife, you can still take that right out. I'm not going to be so much worried about this tail piece, but I'm just going to go ahead and take that. Clean off. There we go. I might as well finish that tail part, huh? Okay, now you'll still have a little piece of bone right in through here. So what you're going to want to do is just cut down right into it. It's right along that spinal area. You simply cut. And you will lose some meat with this, but again, this is a small fillet. This is better done with a larger fillet of trout, a larger trout, period. But this is a good way just to get, so you just cut through and take those out, and you can fill those bones in there with your finger. And any place you do, you just cut through and take them out. And that got most of it, really. There's still a small little section here you can see. And again, if I had a sharper knife that I was using, this would be a lot cleaner and a lot faster, but just to show you can do this even if you're out in the backcountry. And I do carry, when I go, just a small little fillet knife like this, usually a sharper one, and a small flexible cutting board. So that is the last of that bone section. Now I'm going to show you how to, well, I guess there is one more little piece here, isn't there? Right there. And on a bigger fish you'll do this and you won't actually take this fish in half like that. These smaller ones are a little bit tougher to deal with. And just press your fingers along that spine area. Make sure you're not feeling any more bone. And if you're not, you're good. Now I'm going to show you how to wrap this up and cook just the most tasty fillet. I'll be back with you in a flash. Okay, back with you. Got this fillet laid out here. It's on a tinfoil lined baking sheet. And I prepared some diced garlic. And that's got some chives mixed in with it. I'm going to do some ground pepper. Load it all up. You can use lemon or lime. I prefer to do a little bit of lime with this one. And you know, there's all kinds of different stuff you can throw in there. Use your favorites. Take every recipe and make it your own. Now of course, because who I am, I'm going to add a little bit of red wine. Just, oh, almost drowned it, but that's okay. Just want to kind of cup that. Keep it all in there. Morton's Nature Seasoning right across the top, just like that. Little touch of sea salt, very lightly. Now I'm going to add just a very light touch of ground Italian seasoning. And again, you can add pretty much anything you want. And you're just going to want to kind of make sure that moisture stays in there. I'll take, actually, you know what, I'm not going to do the fillet knife, I'll cut through that foil. I'm going to take my little spatulator here, fold that puppy over, just like so. I'm just going to scrunch that foil up, just like that. Now I prepared 2 of these, but I just showed you how to fillet and put one of those together. I'm going to cook these up. You set your oven at about 400 degrees. And on a fillet this small, this was about a roughly 12.5, 13-inch brook. On this, you're going to want to go for about 12 to 13 minutes. And we'll give it a shot, pull them out, see how they look. Okay, now one more side note on this. As I did on this fillet, you can throw in a strip of bacon or even smear some butter into it, but I wanted to keep it a little bit lower fat. So, you know, the bacon adds a lot of flavor, so does the butter, but I opt to go without the butter. So anyway, now we'll stick these fillets in and give it a shot. We'll see you in about 12 minutes. Okay, back with you. These fillets been in there just about 12. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Mmm, juicy! Yes! Oh yeah. Let's get a fork and open that one up. Kind of flake it out a little bit. Oh yes! Oh, perfection! Metal chef! Alright. Yeah, you can see how, yeah. Perfection, baby. Look at that. Look at that. Just peels right off the skin. Mmm, baby! There is Brook trout. O'Deliger! That's what we'll call it tonight. But there you have it. Showed you how to fillet and prepare some of the most tender, juicy brook / rainbow trout on the planet. Metal chef style, baby. Metal chef style. So there you have it. Next time I might even show you how to catch fish if I can get my overhand cast. Of course, that's going to be after surgery, but we'll see how that goes. Till the next time, this is the Metal Chef.